Okay, I'm here. It's 4:04. It's not that late.
It is 4 minutes late, and that is unacceptable.
That is way less late than we normally are.
That's fair enough. Hello, and welcome to Do's in Tamriel, episode 11. And I am Scarydrew, here with, as always, Scarydoo. Scarydoo. And we are in Stonefalls for perhaps one last time. Last week we did finish the quest line of the Brothers of Strife with Balreth and Sidal. We finished off Sidal after the Dark Elf, I cannot remember his name, was going to unleash him because he was all upset about his son dying. And so now all that's left to do is a bunch of side quests, which we don't really do so much. And if you can see on my map here, we have lore books, sky shards, world bosses, public dungeons, and of course the always favorite
Of course.
no, I know they're dolmens, but what are they? Dark anchors. Good lord. That's what I was trying to think of.
One of our favorite things to do, our favorite.
And I just noticed, actually, we have the Fighters Guild quest to find Merrick and Aleph. I thought we had already done that one, but apparently not. So we can go do that right now. And of course, you'll notice here, I am dressed like a chef. Without my helmet on, of course. Actually, not of course. I would like that to be on, so I'm going to turn that on.
You'd be able to see what I was dressed like if I could find you, but...
I was right next to you. I was over by the stable.
Why don't I have a friggin' crown?
Because... I don't know. You might have to
Dang
travel to me.
it!
Why don't you travel to me, because I don't even see you.
Okay, I will.
Is that you? Are you digging
Is
in your
it?
bag? No, that's somebody else.
No,
so yeah,
that's
go ahead
not.
and travel to me. So you'll notice I'm in my nice chef's hat with my nice chef's outfit, and I have my nice striped senche panther pet.
Because update 6?
No. Not because of update 6.
I mean, because of the crown store.
Yes, because of the crown store,
Which
because
was kind of part of update 6.
are rolling in Tamriel Unlimited, and that's going to be a big discussion point for today, as Do already is aware of my gripe. So the math does not add up. I'm going to just jump right into this.
Wait, are you telling me that you have a gripe?
I have a big gripe, although I guess it's not really a gripe. It's somewhat based in, I guess, that I feel like the Plus membership is completely useless unless you are a hardcore endgame player.
Still don't see your crown.
Did you travel
I'm at the
to
way
me?
shrine, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me go to the way shrine here.
Oh, there you are. Now I have
and
it.
you will see my ass slapping Guar here, which I
Oh,
love.
yeah, let me get on mine. Mine hasn't slapped its ass yet, but I've only spent a little bit of it on it.
So there was a couple of issues. One of the issues, Ramp had said yesterday that he was holding off on spending any crowns because he did not have as many as he thought he was supposed to. I don't see.
Because Ramp is smarter than us?
Yeah, no kidding. Do you see the crown? Because I don't see your chevron.
Yeah, I'm right here. I see your crown now,
Okay,
and your
then
chef's
we're good to
outfit
go.
is ridiculous. I
love
love
it.
it. I know I've seen it, but it's even funnier on this guy.
On my main, which I actually started playing a little bit of it again. I've been doing the quest for the silver content because all I did was the main quest to unlock the gold so I can get the rest of the sky shards. But on that, I actually wear the Valenwood. What is it called? Let me look it up here. Costumes. The Valenwood spinner. And that thing looks awesome. I love it. It's very Bosmer-esque, which is my main is a Bosmer Nightblade, using the bow and the dual wield. But for this, I decided to go a little bit more comical with the chef's outfit. It was between that and the blacksmith, but the blacksmith actually looks a little bit more legitimate. Not that the chef's outfit doesn't look legitimate. It's just...
It's not that dissimilar, though. It kind of looks like a black version of this.
Yeah, but
the
thing is, you do kind of look badass. Even though you are technically wearing a blacksmith outfit, you do look a little badass in it. Whereas
Honestly,
in the chef's outfit...
to me, they both look like serial killer outfits.
Well,
like, this is more of a butcher serial killer.
That's true. That's true. It just looks a little sillier when you're running around Tamriel killing and questing in a chef's outfit. It's kind of
Why
funny.
don't you have sleeves? You trying to burn yourself?
What? I don't have answers to that.
Like, you're not wearing a shirt under this apron,
I'll tell
are
you why I don't have sleeves.
That's why I get the serial killer
The
vibe.
reason I don't have sleeves is because I got that cool Ebonheart dragon-looking tattoo on my arms, and you can't see it otherwise. That's why.
You should get one in real life.
here's my issue. First of all, as I was saying, Ramp said he thought he was supposed to have more crowns, and you know what? I didn't really miss out on anything by not waiting, but it turns out everybody was. Yesterday was not the official launch, so that may have been why. Today was supposed to be the official launch of Tamriel Unlimited in the first place, and I got an extra 1,200 crowns today that I did not have yesterday, which gave me 1,400 because I spent enough yesterday to give me 200 left, and that gave me enough to get the Guar mount because I had not bought a mount because I'm holding off for the senche tiger. I was tempted to get that. What is that?
Amazing flaming horse with the flaming
the
eyeballs.
I really wanted to get that, but 2,500 crowns is a lot. It's a little
you guys,
bit.
It's black with flaming eyeballs.
To be perfectly honest, it's a little bit of a cheesy mount because it's, so gratuitously badass.
It is.
It's and it is. It doesn't take away from the badassness just because it's gratuitously so.
I'm still disappointed that its butt's not on fire too. Like everything else is on fire and its butt is not a flame. And I am a 12-year-old boy, so.
Stands in still water seems to have been ripped open by an elite.
Well, that's unfortunate.
His dagger is still sheathed at his side, an obvious sigil on the hilt. Take the dagger.
I guess I'll steal your dagger. Sorry about that. Here's his journal. Did you get his journal? I don't remember
what started this quest. No, I did not get the journal. Let's read the journal real quick. Is it long? Can't put it
No,
off.
it's not. You should read this one.
Stands in Stillwater's journal. Can't put it off any longer. Drashi's in right. We need to head inland. Deshaun may be down into the swamps of my homeland. Too much ash in the air. Sounds of combat on the horizon. The three banners have come to Stonefalls, and there's no place for independents like us. Shame, too. I like this place. Shuldrashi and I have a good thing going on in the Ashlands. Always some nasty piece of work crawling out from behind the mushrooms or crawling up from a volcano's vent. She deals with the House Dunmer. I talk to the Ashlanders. Oh, I'm sorry, I read right through that. She deals with the House Dunmer. I talk to the Ashlanders. We're making good coin and going where we want. Hope this lasts. The wild suits me just fine, but then they seem to suit her as well. Never thought I'd take on a dark elf as a partner, but she seems to respect me. Shuldrashi doesn't ask questions. I don't give orders, just does her job. Some days we go hours without talking. She's like the wind in that way. It's been years since I escaped from under the yoke of House Drez, and still my scar hurts. That day I learned what I was worth to my master, what I was worth to a dark elf. I would listen to the wind at night, hoping against hope it would carry me away. The day I made my escape, I took the dagger, the one he cut me with. As long as I live, it will be my reminder. Can't allow myself to forget. That must be the dagger we just picked up. And that stands in Stillwater's journal.
And I plumb forgot to do jumping jacks in front of you while you read, so you're going to have to read another something today. Oh, here's some ancient scrolls of the Dwemer.
Ooh, I think I already read that one.
This is quite long. Please do not read this. But it is... I discovered a lore book.
Oh, I already read that one because I don't have a lore book here. I already picked that one up.
Oh, okay.
This is where you did jumping jacks before. Also, when you're typing...
I'm sure they were fantastic.
It picks up your typing quite a bit, so you can hit the mute button on your mic when you type.
Oh, okie dokie. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine.
I was typing Ramp, who can't make it until 5, but I'm glad that Ramp's going to make it. And if you listen to the podcast later, hi, Ramp.
So anybody who did not feel like they had enough, which I didn't either, and I was doing the math, and I was like, oh, I guess that's about right. When I got 3,500 crowns, I was like, I thought it would be more like 4,500 to 5,000. Sure enough, in the end, I got a total of 4,700. And the reason for that is I subscribed. I had the early access and everything, so I have not missed a moment of this game, and I had 6-month subscriptions the whole way through, so it was the absolute maximum amount that you could possibly get.
It's true, we got up at 4 fucking in the morning.
You know what, unless you bought extra time cards or something to get your senche mount, I guess you could have gotten more crowns for that. Here's my problem. We finally know the price breakdown of the crowns, and they came so close to encouraging people to be ESO Plus members. Mm-hmm. Because here's the deal. They brought back the 6-month subscription, which means, 180 days, which means you can, in fact, get 1,500 crowns a month, which you get all at once, 9,000 crowns at the start of your billing cycle, for $13 a month, whereas 1,500 crowns in the crown store would cost you $15. So you're saving $2 right there on your crowns. The problem is you can buy 5,500 crowns for $40. I think it's $39.95. So let me break down the math for you. We don't know when the next DLC is coming out and or how often DLCs are going to come out. So for an ESO Plus subscriber, especially if you're doing the 6-month option, which I mean it's the cheapest option. You're looking at paying $79 and some change for 6 months of ESO Plus, which is the equivalent of two 5,500 packs of crowns, which would cost you about the same. So you only get 9,000 crowns for 6 months of ESO Plus subscription. You get 11,000 crowns for just buying 2 of the largest packs of crowns. Not only that, if you assume that you're not gonna, if you assume you're not like a Jellos and just dropped $150 something to get every single thing, I don't know how much.
That sounded judgmental, but I find it impressive.
No, it is impressive. I don't know how much he actually spent. I think somebody did the math, and to get every single thing would cost you $200. But there's a lot of stuff that you already have. For example, you already have some crowns to start with, and then if you already have the Explorers pack and things like that, so you wouldn't buy those things. But, so I don't know how much he actually spent, but he did end up buying enough crowns before the crown store went down yesterday to get every single item.
There's a Khajiit on the desk, I apologize. Say hi, and then get off my desk.
And so...
Yeah. Okay, you're tangled. There you go.
For someone like me, I have, I didn't get everything I wanted in the crown store. I would like to get that Nightmare Courser. That's a pretty awesome mount. And there's a few other... you know what, we need to go to a way shrine, because there's no point in running all the way there.
This freaking Khajiit is trying to be on Dudes in Tamriel.
Who wouldn't want to be?
A lot of people, but this Khajiit wants to. Hi, sissy.
So for someone like myself, you're looking at the access to the DLCs, which, what are they going to cost? $20, $30? Even if they cost $40, it seems like a smarter investment to buy a 40 crown or a $40 pack of crowns. You get 5,500 crowns. And then you can just buy the DLC and own it, not just have access to it. You never have to worry about your subscription. And the biggest part of this is, if you don't want any of the stuff that gets released into the Crown Store next, and you have crowns, you don't have to spend that $40 on crowns. You only have to spend that money when you have something you want. Whereas when you're an ESO Plus subscriber, they give you crowns whether you need them or not. So it gives you more freedom of choice. It gives you cheaper options. And they said you could buy the DLC with crowns, so you may even find that to be cheaper in that sense as well. So for someone like myself, just not worth it. Just not at all worth it for the ESO Plus membership. Unless, like I said, if you're a hardcore end gamer, you get that 10% bonus to gold, you get that 10% bonus to experience, and that's going to really help you gain champion points. And gold, if you're a gold farmer or whatever you want to, however you play. I don't care. I'm not trying to rush to max level. I'm not trying to rush to max 3,600 champion points. And to be perfectly honest, the people who get there first are going to have the least amount to do once they do hit that point. They release content for the masses, not for the people who hit there first. So the people who hit that top level, that get all of their champion points, those are going to be... And if you want to play that way, fine. I don't want to sound like I'm judging you for that, but...
That's just not what you're trying to do.
Well, that's not what I'm trying to do, and the people who do that are usually the ones complaining about content because they rushed so quickly to do everything, and now they have nothing left to do. And it's just not for me. And I don't need the 10% inspiration gain boosts. I don't need the 10% alliance point gain boost. I don't need any of that. I don't need the DLC.
He thinks he's too good for it.
I don't need the access to the DLC. I'll just buy it. Unless it costs $60 or something, which DLCs never cost that much. DLCs typically cost anywhere from $5 to $15 to $20 to $30, depending on the game and the DLC content. We're going to talk to Kale Stig. This was to finish.
Are you going to the way shrine? Where are you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You need to travel to me. I just assumed you were following behind me.
I was, and you were way ahead of me somehow.
And I'm so sorry. Just travel to me.
The Prophet wants me to talk to him. I think this is a quest I never did.
Well, that's because we're saving all the Prophet main story quests till the end.
Oh, that's right.
Level 50.
I forgot.
So,
I forgot how our show works. Leave me alone.
For those of you who, you're just paying your subscription like normal, so you're going to be an ESO Plus member for, because you're already used to paying the subscription fee and everything. I understand that. I actually just today extended my subscription because they just released the 6-month again. I did it a week ago and they only had the 90-day option, but I checked again today and they now have the 180-day option. Thank you, Elder Scrolls Off the Record. I was actually listening to the latest episode of that, and that's when they were talking about the 180-day subscription, so I looked it up. So I'm actually set for a 6-month renewal right now in early May, and I think I'm going to cancel it now because I did the math in my head when I looked up the prices, did the breakdown, and you get more crowns per dollar if you just buy a $40 pack of crowns.
And for me, I think it's huge that you can have the DLCs, get them, and have them permanently. I would be willing to spend a little bit more to be able to do that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Is not only...
for God's sake, I was right here. Why did I travel to you?
I didn't know you were right there. I'm so sorry.
That's why I said the prophet was
I didn't
talking.
know you had ever traveled to Davin's Watch.
I ran the entire way.
That's okay. So, I'm sure there's plenty of people who are fine with just maintaining their subscription because they've been paying it this whole time, and then you do get some perks to it. You get those,
we were fine with it until like an hour ago, so...
Yeah, well, you get those 10% boosts, which are nice, but you don't get to own the DLCs, and you have to maintain that subscription. A lot of people, that's not a problem for. But personally, for me, I'm with you. I'd be willing to pay even a little bit more than the subscription fee to get the same amount of crowns, if not more crowns. In this case, it's more crowns. But I would be willing to pay a little bit more than the subscription fee to own the DLC and get the same amount of crowns. Forget the 10% boost, because those don't really matter to me. It's not a big deal.
And my
that's not even the case. It's not even that you're paying. You're actually paying, theoretically, depending on how much the DLCs cost and how often they are, released, you're actually paying less.
Well, one of my things, too, is, in the event of I need to cancel my subscription or I want to cancel, now I have to, if I want to keep the DLCs that I've been playing, then I need to rebuy them completely.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have as much of an issue if you'd been a Plus subscriber, that DLC had been out for a while, and then they charged you like $10.
Yeah.
Just, and then, okay, $10 to keep the DLC you've already been using. What if I have to pay for that twice? That's stupid. I don't want to do that.
Well, it's like,
I would rather pay for the DLC individually and not have a subscription. There's really no point to that.
Yeah, and the reason I say this isn't necessarily a gripe, hold on, let me drink water real quick. The reason I say this isn't necessarily a gripe is because I don't know if they're necessarily trying to encourage people to be Plus members. In fact, I think they're trying to encourage people to be Plus members because they're used to paying their subscription, and then guess what happens? I don't get any more crowns until early May. I want that Nightmare Courser now. So it tempts people who, they're going to have plenty of crowns a month from now. 9,000 crowns is going to go a long way. I could buy pretty much the rest of the stuff in that crown store, depending on what they release between here and May, which I'm sure there's going to be plenty more released over the next month. But it tempts people to say, I have more crowns coming, but I want it now, so I'm going to buy crowns. So now you're paying the subscription and you're buying crowns, which a lot of people have already done. So I don't think it's necessarily a gripe. I think it's absolutely intentional. I don't think they're trying to hide it. They haven't outright said that by any means. But, I mean, the numbers are right out there in the open. And, I'm pretty good at math. But it's, just a little bit of math work to find out that if you don't care about those 10% boosts, then you're better off not being a Plus subscriber. Buy your crowns as you need them. You'll save money on crowns because, hey, there may be a 6-month period. And do the math on that. Even if you account for the $13 a month for the 6-month subscription, that's $80 that you're spending. What if during that 6-month period, not a single thing comes out that you want in the Crown Store, and 2 DLCs come out? So now you're talking about spending $80, whereas you could have just spent $40, maybe $50 on 2 DLCs, own them rather than just have access to them, and you don't need to buy any crowns for 6 months because there's nothing in there that you want. And honestly, if it ever reaches a point where, there's so much new stuff in the Crown Store, and you can always just pick up that subscription whenever you want. So it still leaves that option wide open to buy the crowns for now, buy the DLCs for now, and if that ever becomes not the thing that you want, say a year or 2 down the line, I start getting into hardcore end gaming, then I'll go ahead and sign up for the ESO Plus, and I'll get all those benefits, and when I need them. Huh? I can't hear you. Did you hit your mute button?
Yes. I did. I forgot I was typing. I had hit my mute button. I have to get used to microphones, people.
That's okay. I was listening to Elder Scrolls Off the Record, and Liz was doing the exact same thing. She was typing to the Twitch chat, and then Arwen had asked her a question, and there was nothing but silence, and he's like, I think you're muted.
Anyway, I had dramatically said, "Are you not convinced not to be a Plus subscriber?" But then it's kind of fell flat.
It's not to convince anybody not to become a Plus subscriber.
It's just your cranky reasons.
It's not even cranky. Like I said, it's not really a gripe. It's basically that I know that there's people out there that don't necessarily run the numbers in their head the way that I do. That's what I do. I have a very
there?
What?
Are you done standing there?
Oh, you know why I'm standing here? Because
when you say goodbye, they're gonna talk a lot.
I wanted to stream the hilarious Undaunted thing, so I've been waiting to click goodbye. So let's just listen to this for a moment. This is us being initiated into the Undaunted.
Put it together, Mutts. We've got a new scamp that's ready to risk life and limb for glory. And I say, we welcome the scamp as only we know how.
I could always use an assistant. Or a scribe to record my exploits.
I think the new blood could help me in the
I've got
prison.
clean socks.
I'm not supposed to lift anything heavy.
You're looking pretty light from here, Philip. I propose a toast to the newcomer.
Hear, hear! A toast!
Aye, a toast and a song.
Hear, hear!
To those who
What?
fall in battle to the new scamp, how shameful it must be to look upon that ugly face as the last thing you see.
To those who fall in love with the scamp, for they have sacrificed so much for so little.
To the new scamp's blacksmith. Unused swords rarely need repair.
Fine toasts, one and all. Now, for the song.
Who knows no fear of beast or...
Undaunted, undaunted.
Who knows no fear of Daedric Blade.
We are undaunted.
Undaunted!
Who knows no fear of death, of age?
Undaunted, undaunted. We are undaunted.
You know, that doesn't sound as bad.
Not bad.
Not bad, I would agree. It used to be a little bit more chanty for the Undaunted.
Pride in being undaunted.
It's still pretty...
Your deeds
It's still pretty bad, but
long after your body fails.
Oh, I love you guys.
okay, there we go. Sorry, I gotta get used to the mute button too.
Good. Bitching be about the mute button on chat, which, by the way, is on your screen.
Yeah, but nobody can read that.
Jesus.
No, it's my my
I'm
face is cover
trying.
my webcam face is covering it anyways.
Your mug.
So now we're one of the Undaunted. Okay.
All there is to it.
Um.
To the fold.
Yeah, I can't hear you through my headset for some reason, for whatever reason, and it's all working fine. But
You probably
I-
don't have your sound set to your microphone.
yeah, okay. Anyways, I'm not asking a question. I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, when I had talked to him and it started it, they were going on and I could barely hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it was funny. I was just like, God, these freaking people are rambunctious. That was all. It wasn't like a gripe. It was just funny.
Oh, we got Knights in the chat. Hey, Knights, how you doing?
Hi, Knights.
You know what's funny is everybody else calls him Knight, but we always call him Knights.
Dumb. I won't do it.
Because it's Knights Knight.
You're
The
multiple
first word is
knights.
Knights. You're multiple Knights.
You're more than one. It makes sense to call him singular knight, but I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Unless he asks me to, and then I'll respect that.
Let's go get some sky shards, I guess. Would be the next
That
thing
sounds
to do.
good.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to knights or anyone much this week. I've been not on Twitter that much because work is stupid.
Oh, and you know what? We have someone to talk to next to Kraganmore. I thought we were done with the Kraganmore stuff, but we'll go check that out. There should be some sky shards and stuff over there anyways, and I got a random load
This guy's
screen,
winged
so-
helmet is awesome.
Let me see. Yeah, there's stuff over there that we can do. In fact, where's
My Guar and I look adorable.
We'll go do some dungeons and stuff too. Some public dungeons, because we are just two dudes. We do
We're
not have
two
a
dudes
full
with
group.
striped and spotted Guars. I refuse
Yes,
to use the
let's
official
go.
names.
Where are you? Let's stand
I'm right here.
side by side
I'm following
here.
you. Oh. Yeah, good luck with that. It took us like 5 minutes to do that yesterday for a screenshot.
That's good enough right there.
Good
so
enough.
there we are on our Guars. And you are in, what is your costume called?
I was going to say that earlier. I forgot. I'm in the Covenant Scout costume.
Ah, very nice. I noticed you don't have a pet out, or do you? Did you get the...
No, I didn't bring a pet out. Let me see what I have. What?
The striped senche panther?
No, I didn't get it. So I, opposite of you, did not get, like, blow all my crowns. In fact, the only thing I got was this costume pack.
And
yesterday.
The Guar today.
No, I got that today. Was what? Yeah, I was getting there. I got the costume pack yesterday. Mostly because I couldn't decide which Guar mount I wanted. Plus, I know I'm gonna want the senche tiger when it comes time. Let me know when I can travel to you.
Yeah, you can travel to me now.
Okay, thanks. So I hadn't quite decided if I even wanted a Guar, but of course I wanted a Guar. So I can switch between a Guar and a kitty.
Yes.
And, yeah, so that's about it. So I didn't even get that until right before the show. So those are the only two things I bought with my crowns because I'm paranoid that something cool is going to happen and that I'm going to want to spend my crowns on that. It's kind of like they just put a neck plushie in the... What?
I wouldn't worry about that.
I was talking about the neck plushie.
Oh, go ahead.
It's okay. I was saying they just put a neck plushie in the actual Bethesda store, and what if you had ordered a different plushie and you didn't have any money anymore?
Yeah, that upset me. Not literally, like jokingly upset me because you just released this crown store and you have all this cool crap that you know everybody wants to buy and everybody wants all of it. And then you release this completely outside of the game. You release this awesome neck plushie, and everybody's like, I just spent $100 on crowns. Now I gotta buy this plushie. Come on.
Well, it's completely smart because take my money. I definitely would throw money at that plushie. Plus, you have a gift card. You can get that thing for free almost.
Let's see. What is this?
Because you have a gift card from winning the Tales of the Dead.
Oh, this is what we just did. We found Stands in Stillwater.
Oh, that's
found the
right.
dagger.
She was his partner, right?
Yeah.
That's it then.
Not like romantic partner, but or what
she may have been. She's now saying that she has nothing in Stonefalls for her now.
Perhaps I'll see you down the road.
I have a feeling we will see you down the road. And I just leveled. Holler. I no longer need points in health because I got
Sorry, I'm
healing
entertaining
spells,
myself.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put my points into Magicka from here on out.
I still think the Panther's weird looking.
And I have another skill bar now. Awesome.
Oh, that's right. I am
awesome.
very close to leveling to 15, and I'm looking forward to the second skill bar.
I cannot switch. Oh, I need to put on my other weapon. And there we go. And so, you know what? I'm just going to throw on a couple of skills real quick.
Funny hat. He's going to throw on some skills.
Yeah, because I don't need... Oh, I have some restoration stuff. Passives here. And class... I can do the Fiery Breath is a nice one. I'll put that on the Destruction one there. I'm sorry, you guys are all trying to listen, and... Yeah, I am. I can't hear you.
I was I know I was
okay.
muted. I got it. Thank you.
I gotta get used to that too.
You can either do your skill bar later and...
I'm out of skill points already. I was just throwing them on there.
Oh, I was gonna say, or you could just talk about the cool skills that you got because it never hurts to
I just
discuss.
unlocked Fiery Breath, which exhale a flaming blast.
Don't make fun of my morning breath.
Much like the horse you wish would do, exhale a flaming gas. I'm just kidding. Exhale a flaming blast, dealing 174 flame damage to enemies in front of you, and an additional 612 flame damage over 8 seconds. Oh, it's a conal effect, so that is a good AoE skill there. And I'm actually going to put that on both bars, because that'll be nifty to have, because I don't have a skill point for another healing spell yet.
Aren't you fancy?
Yes, I am. So, okay, everything looks good there. And we will go ahead and continue on. So we went ahead and finished that quest. There is a, you know what?
Now we're next to each other.
Yeah. And
check that out. Check out our Guar.
Oh, look at that, yeah.
Oh, you moved. There we go. They're adorable.
We look pretty badass. You know what?
So
you know what? I'm sick of wearing... Hold on, I'm sick of wearing something ridiculous while you look badass. I'm putting...
The serial killer outfit?
I'm putting my Valen Wood Spinner outfit on. I love that outfit.
You still look like a serial
I
killer.
do. Actually, I don't have anything that looks fairly normal. The Wood Elf Vanguard looks kind of normal. What do you
should
think?
get the ninja pack like me.
I know, but I don't have any crowns left.
Did you? I was gonna say, or did you stupidly spend all your crowns?
I didn't stupidly spend it. I awesomely spent them.
No, you regretted one of your costume packs immediately.
I don't anymore because I'm wearing one right now from it. So.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah, no, I think I'm all set. No, and
Guar
on
butts.
the on the PTS, yes, spanking the Guar butts. On the PTS, there's a world boss and a sky shard up here with the public dungeon, so that is the perfect place to go. And there's a lore book right over here, so let's stop and do that.
Over here.
Over here.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Right over here.
Gavin's watch would have been overrun.
The Guar mounts are freaking
Yeah,
fun.
Knight says he bought the Guar Charger, the Stealth Pack, and the Knight's Pack. I did not get the Stealth or the Knight's Pack, but Dew did, obviously. So,
yeah, because it's cool, and obviously knights would want to dress awesomely
need
as well.
to break into this house to get to this lore book. Are you
Okie
prepared to
dokie.
pick a lock? Do you have a lock pick?
I don't think I do actually.
Maybe it'll
no, I
unlock
don't.
it for you.
Thank
Oh
you.
well, I'm gonna. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna run in there and
You can run in and
read the lore book real quick. And these guys are gonna be mad that I just broke into their house, but they shouldn't have a lore book in here then.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
just wait. Just wait. I'm gonna.
The Illusion of Death. That sounds good.
I'm gonna watch you pick a lock one of these days, and I'll be the witness, and then I'm gonna execute you
The
once
Illusion
it's
of
time.
Death
Are-
fragment.
Are you giving a shit about my threats at all?
Are you giving a shit about this lore book at all?
No, not really. I'm
didn't
talking
think
about
so.
funny threats.
Fine, script the lore book, screw it. You can't do jumping jacks in the background anyways, and all you listeners who wanted to hear that lore book, you can blame Scarydoo for no lore book there.
Nobody wants to hear you read lore books. I'm just kidding. I just unilaterally decided that.
Harsh.
But sometimes I like it.
So harsh.
I know. Because I was saying when the justice system has enforcers, I'm going to enforce you. I'm going to rat you out.
Well, by that time, I'll probably be an enforcer as well, except for on my main. I'm definitely doing full-on thieving on my main because it is a Bosmer Nightblade, and that just makes sense.
Plus, you can get money. Can you? Well, you could get money either way. Can you thief when you want and enforce when you want, or do you have to like when it happens? I know it hasn't
That's
happened.
a great question.
Thanks.
And honestly, it's a little bit lore-breaking to be able to do both, but there's nothing that I can see so far
This whole game is
that indicates
lore-breaking.
it's one or the other, because it's not like werewolf and vampirism. When you get werewolf, the skill bar appears, but if you cure it, it goes away. So maybe the legerdemain will go away if you become an enforcer, I suppose. But I know the enforcer, you're only enforcing when you put the tabard on. So what is this?
Oh.
Just one moment. Let me see where we're at here. Where did we just Okay, we're going through the solo dungeon that it is
I
not.
still wonder why they called it legerdemain when nobody
Oh.
can say it. I'm being attacked.
Yeah,
over
so am I.
here.
There's that fire breath. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Boy, yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, there we go. Is my gear all repaired? Good. I'm all set.
I didn't prepare my skills. My bad.
Okay, so anyways, I'm not sure where we're at right now because the stupid map won't show me.
Are you still having map problems?
No, it's that the current location is what? You know what, let's just run outside real quick and look at the door.
He was struggling with map problems
No,
yesterday.
it's
Some
because
kind of glitch.
it's because I have a Sky Shard add-on, and so when I hover my mouse over it, it's just telling me the Sky Shard information, and it's not telling me the name of the dungeon that we're in. But for the sake of the broadcast, I would like to know.
I could have probably told you if you told me where to look.
Oh, you don't have the Sky Shard add-on?
I don't know. Actually, you're right. I probably do.
I think you do.
That's right. We just shared add-ons. So.
Yeah.
I plumb forgot.
You know what? I could have just turned it off, reloaded the UI, and then checked it that way. But
You reload your
that's all right.
UI.
We were right by the Soft Loam
Yeah,
Cavern.
we were close.
So this is Soft Loam Cavern, LOAM.
Guess we could have found out when we were leaving too.
Yeah.
Seafoam Tavern.
Seafoam Tavern.
Yeah, remember that's what it's called.
No, it's
I'm
called
just kidding.
Soft Loam. Oh, I was
I
gonna say,
know.
I was like, there is a Seafoam something. I think
You're
somewhere.
too tired for my stupid
No,
jokes
you know what's
today.
funny is I think there is a Seafoam Cavern. Is it right?
Oh,
there?
really?
Solo Dungeon, Inner Sea Armature, Steamfront Cavern. I could have swore there is a Seafoam Cavern, but maybe not. That would be pretty funny, though. So in other news in the Elder Scrolls world,
In other Jews news.
in other Dews news, I like that. Oh, I like that. In other
Dews
Dews
in the
news, there was, as we said earlier, there is the new plushie, and that is the Netch plushie. And you know what? It's awesome, but I don't really like it. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the Netch plushie. I feel like it would have been better served as maybe like a plastic action figure or something like that.
No.
Because it looks a little weird as a plushie, but
It
I know...
looks adorable. It looks like
I
the,
know, and you and everybody else is just like in love with this thing.
You're
and
clearly
I get
wrong.
It.
I want the Guar plushie too. It looks like, except for I don't know what to do with plushies. Like, I never know.
Put them on your desk.
I'm not one of those grown women
You
with
put it
stuffed
on your
animals.
desk for the stream, and then on your webcam just have like the Guar head sticking out.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah,
My
that would be pretty
microphone's
awesome,
already in my
actually.
face. I like the next plushie probably because it looks exactly like the jellyfish plushies from the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, yeah, I get what you're saying. But I think they're cute.
Here, that's just a Covenant Guardian.
Plus, I love neck. I would really like a neck mount.
That, yeah, I think a lot of people would. In fact, this
I mean, the Guar mount is exciting. I think I said in an early episode, just out of nowhere, I was like, I want a Guar mount, and my dumbass didn't realize that that's exactly what was going to happen. That they already had that very much in the works and announced.
Yeah, the Guar plushie, I believe, is not yet available on the store right now.
I thought it had been for a
It
while.
said coming soon,
Or is it
so I think
pre-order?
they're out of
Oh.
stock. Either that or it's
Oh,
out
it
of
might be out of
stock.
stock.
I'm not 100% which, but
They stock their stuff back up pretty fast, though. That they have a good store.
so yeah, there was that. There was a Battle Masters corner, and it was a support and healing Dragon Knight, which I love seeing, and that's what I love about the Battle Masters corner. You know, I've heard some complaints from people in the past that are, you know, like, oh, this is not a viable build, this would never work in PvE or things like that. And it's like, I don't think they're trying to highlight the builds that are already highlighted on 10 other websites as the best meta build for that class and race or whatever. You know, that's already out there. That's on Tamriel
Right.
Foundry. That's on, you know, all these other websites. You know, Deltia's Gaming, tons of builds and stuff. You know, Dungeon Crawler Network now posts a lot of builds and things. They like to find unique ones that are interesting, maybe have a little bit of a lore background to it, a little bit of RP aspect to it or something like that. And I like that, you know, and I mean, you don't think of a Dragon Knight as a support healer necessarily, and now you can. And I like how they provide like a little background story for the character and stuff like that, usually, not just the build with the skills and the gear and stuff like that, but, you know, I feel like it's kind of interesting. It's a little bit of a neat community thing that they do. One of the many neat community things that they do. Sky Shard, I see it off in the distance.
Nice. I took a quick look at that. I don't understand a lot of those things because it's complicated and I'm
Well,
slow.
I
But
think
I'm a
you
little
would-
dim.
I think you
but-
would still enjoy it because of
No,
the
I looked
story
at the-
behind it and stuff.
That's where I was going with
Oh,
that.
I'm
I
so
glanced
sorry. I
at it.
shouldn't have interrupted.
Well, I actually did say that I had glanced at it. And again, that the builds themselves don't help me a ton, obviously, now, although I'm sure they will in the future. But I do like that people are getting creative with the many different ways to play this game, because that's one of the benefits to this game is the flexibility.
Yes.
And, yeah, I know that certain races and characters aren't lore-wise necessarily supposed to be meshed a certain way, but it's also cool to see a pretty successful build in a way that people are saying wouldn't work. It would work for somebody, probably. It's obviously working for them, and they're showing how it works, and that's cool.
I don't mean to stop you, but this guy's name is Sir Max Rude.
I noticed that, and I caught Sir, and I was like, I want to read his name.
Oh,
and
this
then,
ghost is going to try and take this
ran
chest.
away.
Nope, I got it.
Get it!
It's advanced, but I'm a good lockpicker.
You are a good lockpicker.
I'm screwing it up, though.
I am not such a good lockpicker. You shouldn't have bragged about being a good lockpicker.
I know, I jinxed myself. Still got it, though.
You're a nose picker.
Boom! And I got some blue iron sabatons of stamina that I don't need, but nice, though.
My Twitch chat, or my Twitch keeps getting stuck, so if there's chat that I'm missing, I'm sorry.
That's alright, I got it up over here, although it may be the same issue for me as well, but I'm not sure. So where is the boss of this area? I would think it would be actually back where we came, but I didn't see anybody. Did you?
No, I didn't see a boss. That's for
There's
damn
always
sure.
a boss in
I did
at the
kill
end
a
of
guy right in front of you, and you weren't even looking at a map or anything. I'm not actually sure how that happened, but it was fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
didn't take a lot
surprised
of
if it was
hits or
back
anything.
near where that sky shard was. Let's go back and look real quick. Actually, let's go around this thing first.
Okie dokie.
And then take a look. Covenant infantry. Let's see, these are just normal. Did you just bash that guy?
I might have.
Because that's exactly when you're supposed to, when they're charging up something.
I don't think I bashed, actually. I heavy attacked, but I don't believe I bashed. Sometimes I bash.
Where are you, Mr. Boss? Yeah, I don't even know if they're considered a boss. I guess they would be. I mean, it is even though it's a public dungeon, it's still a dungeon, and it is like the named character. You know how most of the NPCs don't have a name; they just are something generic, like this Covenant Garden and Covenant Pyromancer. But the boss always has an actual proper name.
Yeah. I want to be a pyromancer.
Okay, let's see. I don't see the boss around here. I bet you we missed it. It's either in this room here.
It's got to be in this room.
You know what? I would expect it to
fiery red.
I would expect it to be
room.
right here where this freaking giant.
Do you think?
Oh, there it is. Doug
we're
Roll.
gonna attack.
There he is.
Well, he looks like a ween. Okay, now his circle.
And he's going down. Doug
Oh my
Roll.
God! Stop making.
Dugrul. Dugrul. And there's some soul gens. There's some potions.
There's this other guy over here.
And that
He's
is
dead.
achievement.
And I
unlocked.
leveled.
Soft
Woohoo!
Gnome Cavern.
I leveled.
Nice.
I'll do my skill bar later.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I wasted time on our show doing my skills.
Our disorganized show that we do all kinds of stupid sidetracking. Who
Look how
cares?
nice I am. Akami the Demon Sword. If you listen to our show, if you don't, you should. And if you do,
If you don't, you didn't hear that.
I just rezzed you. He's not
You just
accepting
what?
I just rezzed him, but he's not accepting it. That's the danger of rezzing random people in areas like this leveling, is most of the time they died and they're like, screw this game, and they walk away from their desk, so you waste a soul gem rezzing them and they don't even accept it.
So if they don't accept, you waste your soul gem then? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but soul gems are a dime a dozen though. So
No, I know that, but that is a bummer. I'd be like,
Yeah,
damn you,
but that's all right.
take my soul
That's
gem.
all right.
You take it, please.
You
No,
know what?
that's
I'm gonna
interesting,
alt
though.
tab real quick because there was something else. Tamriel Chronicle issue number 81. That was the other thing. And I'm pulling that up right now.
Excellent. Your memory
Except
is...
for the gosh dang age gate.
Look how cool my familiar looks.
I'll bet you anything.
My familiar looks really
I'll
cool
bet you anything.
on your screen.
I'm gonna put my date of birth in. I'm gonna hit submit.
You're not paying attention to my cool familiar.
Oh, I shouldn't have bet anything because I did
My
see that.
familiar.
What about it?
Or not my familiar, but my winged Twilight looks cool on your screen. Or it did.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Um,
What were you saying? You shouldn't have bet what?
I shouldn't have. Well, because the age gate, which is where it asks for your date of birth to make sure you're over 18 or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, to access the website, used to be where every time you would put in your date of birth, it would take you to the homepage. Then you'd click the article you want, it would take you to the age gate. You'd put in your date of birth, it would take you back to the homepage over and over
I
and over again.
had that experience. I don't know what it is with your computers because I've seen you do it on your computer at work, or you've said you've done it on your computer at work. It did the same thing.
Yeah.
But my computer at work, I'd never have it track my history. It's almost like private browsing.
That might be why.
And no, I'm saying I don't have that issue there or here.
Oh,
And I would expect
weird.
it to have that issue at work. So you must have a curse. Did it do it again?
no, it didn't. And that's what I was saying. I bet you anything I'm going to put in my date of birth and it's not going to work. And boom,
like-
it pulled it up.
I can't hear you very well. So this will be an awkward podcast of repeating.
I'm very sorry.
That's okay.
But, so the...
I didn't care.
I don't even remember what this thing is called. Tamriel Chronicle, issue number... issue number, I can't see what issue number it is. Issue number 81. And it has the ESO Live, which actually, it always has the most recent ESO Live on there. So if you miss ESO Live, you can always find it on YouTube, but it's also always the first thing listed on the Tamriel Chronicle.
You can find whatever fart jokes you may have missed that
we
day.
don't need to do this side quest. We could, but I wanted to do this
can
world
if you
boss
wanna.
up here. So one thing I wanted to mention about the ESO Live this past Friday was I yet again did not win any of the giveaways.
Oh.
But there was someone who did, and this is ready to go, so let's go ahead and take this out. This person's waiting for help, so are you ready, Salt?
I am very ready.
I was talking to the person who was sitting here waiting. Not literally talking to them, obviously.
Yeah. Wow. Rejection. Just kidding.
There we go. And we are killing Arig Mira. And we got
And we no longer need to because my familiar with. Oh, I died. What the hell? I got in the way of his attack. Sorry.
Let me res
And
you.
I will revive. I have a soul gem.
Okay, good, because
I got one in the dungeon.
now I'm dying, and hopefully you
Well,
still
he's
get
almost
credit for
dead.
the kill.
Huh?
Hopefully you still get credit for killing it. Actually,
Hopefully I do, or hopefully you do.
No, hopefully you do. I was alive.
Oh, you didn't die. Okay.
Yeah. Did you get achievement unlock Saintly
Yes, I
Slaughter?
did.
Very nice. There we go. Saintly Slaughter. So that was for killing. I can't see the name of the corpse, but I just
That
mentioned
asshole.
it. And that is the Real Zap Rousdower world boss. Just kidding. I put my mouse over you instead of it's
The Larry
Shivering-
Zonka boss.
It is the Shivering Shrine just north of Kraganmore. And there is a Mundus Stone over here, and we haven't gotten a Mundus Stone yet, so let's just go get this one. The Lover.
Okay, let's do that.
I don't think the
I
Lover
forgot
is
we haven't
useful
done
to
that
us,
here.
but any Mundus Stone is better than none at this point. So if we find a better Mundus Stone, we can do that later. The Lover increases
Fundus
spell
Stone.
resistance. You can't go wrong with increased spell
Am I right?
resistance.
A Fundus stone?
I was actually, just a fun fact, I was wondering where the major and minor Mundus Stone buffs were, because I thought that 1.6 they were putting in the ability to use 2 Mundus Stones, 1 major and 1 minor. Turns out that's actually a 9-set gear that you can craft in Craglorn, I think it is, and it's, I cannot remember the name of it, Twilight Star
Twilight something something?
Twilight Star something or something like that, but it's a 9-trait set that the 5-set bonus allows you to use 2 Mundus Stones. And honestly, it didn't say anything on the item description as far as the 5-set bonus. It didn't say anything about a major and a minor, so it may just give you 2 full-strength Mundus buffs. I'm not 100% on that, but...
In case anyone wants to know my contribution to this relationship, I Googled it for him when he was complaining about
that's
not knowing.
one of many
about
contributions. You did the
what his
dishes as
second-
well. I felt really bad.
No.
'cause
No, I don't. Let's be
I
honest
felt
with
like I
people.
should have done it. Oh, Shio-Gorath's tongue.
Ooh,
This is,
that's odd.
Yeah, we're going into Shio-Gorath's tongue to get another Sky Shard, do another little public dungeon here.
Jesus, this friggin' dungeon doors like in the friggin' boonies.
I'm just going to pull up the Twitch chat again. There we go. And, okay, there we go. And so back to what I was saying. I did not win the giveaway. I think they gave away... Oh, one of the pigs, and they were giving away this awesome book
I want a
thing.
pig!
And
I love pigs.
I didn't care that I didn't win the pig because I fully plan on never using any other pet other than this striped senche
I don't
panther.
even care. He didn't even care because it's stupid anyway.
Are you coming in
Stupid
here?
pig.
Oh, there you are.
I was on a load screen. You
Oh,
didn't
I
wait
just
at all.
saw. Yeah, my bad.
It's okay.
And so
I'm judging you.
I didn't really care that I didn't win, but I thought it was a little bit wrong that the winner was Deltia of Deltia's Gaming, who already had pigs to give away.
That was
on a
awesome. I am
stream.
happy for Deltia.
No, it's just hilarious mostly.
It was cute because,
Yeah.
as everyone would expect, the entire chat exploded
Mhm.
to the tune of "rigged,"
Yeah.
and of course, it's like the last thing that they would do.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
last
if you're gonna
person
rig
they would
it,
rig
if
it
you're gonna
for.
rig it, you wouldn't give it to the most obvious person.
I know they could have just given it to Deltia.
Or
'cause
maybe
he's God.
maybe that was their double reverse psychology to make everybody
know,
think
right?
there's no way they'd make it that.
There's
awesome.
no way they would have rigged that.
No,
well,
already
obviously
gave
they
him-
did.
They already
according
gave
to the
him
chat.
free pigs to give away on his stream, so
Yeah, I was
it
gonna
would seem
say
pretty
they would
pointless
just
to make him win in a rigged game.
give Deltia cool stuff because he's Deltia and he's like ESO god. So I'm gonna start calling him ESO god.
Even the guy in the background of the stream, guy behind the camera or whatever, he was like, "You better give that away on your stream."
Oh yeah, you were telling me that. I didn't have. I had the chat up for a bit because people ask good questions and then complain about the answers enough that I can usually pick up what's going on.
Oh, and the name of
But
that,
I had something going on my audio, so I couldn't listen in.
the name of that, and I just had it up and I just closed it now. The name of the Battle Master's Corner was the Infernal Warden, and that was the support Dragon Knight build. Got a couple of Bandit Assassins here. Take these out. Bandit Archer. And, ooh, an assassin beetle. Interesting.
I kind of floundered through killing that guy.
Okay, so we're gonna continue through
Assassin
Sheogorath's
beetles.
Tongue, which is like, I've done all these public dungeons and everything, but I never paid attention on my name. That's an awesome name for a public dungeon. And that is why I love the Ebonheart Pact. I'm sure there's cool ones in the other alliances too, but I love the Ebonheart Pact, so. Blood for the Pact.
Oh, Lord.
I know.
Blood and glory.
Blood and glory.
And cats. And Khajiits. What's the Khajiit's name whose books we keep coming across?
Oh,
Starts with M. Anyway, there's a Khajiit and he has lessons on things and he's adorable.
Yeah.
Maybe if I come across one, I'll read it.
Here's Calls to Nature, and here's Dazanu, and these are going to be the bosses for this dungeon, it appears. Looks like
Yeah,
Calls to
sometime
Nature
today.
died pretty
Wow, way too
quickly.
late. What?
And yep, there we go. Sheogorath's
I tried to
Tongue
throw that.
Explorer.
I tried to throw that down and messed it up. Sorry. Nah, I'm always wasting my
No,
ultimate every time.
You'll notice the if you open your map, you'll notice how part of it is blocky with stairs and stuff like that on your map.
I will not. Yes.
It's all squared and everything in like
Yes.
the top right half of it, and the rest of it
Yes.
is like rocky caves. All of these rocky cave parts and all these are the expanded dungeons that they've been talking about in past updates. They expanded some more of them in update 6. They've been doing them every update since like update 3. They've been expanding them, and so what was before just that top right half now has this entire lower left half as well.
And it's fun because it's the whole point of dungeons is to run in and kill shit like this. Mm-hmm. And it's a good time, so now you have more places to run in.
It gives you more to explore, and
Yeah, plus they are really fun to explore. You
Yeah.
find all kinds of good stuff.
like that last one, we had some awesome lava areas and stuff like that. That guy just snuck past this enemy, but we'll kill it. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna head
More
out,
garbage to loot.
grab our sky shard on the way out.
Sky shard. Grab it.
Shard, and then I think we'll go do a couple of dark anchors to finish off the episode.
That's a great idea.
And just kind of finish up cleaning up some few odds and ends in Stonefalls. Far from everything in Stonefalls. Here's a couple of bookshelves.
You know what would be so exciting? Is if, like, walking down the street one day, a real sky shard came, or, not sky shard, not a sky shard, a real dark anchor just came down and we got the cool horn and everything, and then it just, like, we got to, I magically got a staff and I looked cool and I was wearing a cool outfit instead of the sloppy shit I wear to work every day. That would be cool.
What is this? Okay, so I'm gonna no, I don't want to read that
Destruction
one.
staff increase.
Yes, that's a good one there. That's the one I got.
Run.
Shadow
Hold on, I'm
draining,
looking
the
at bookshelves.
hypothesis
Oh,
by
and
the
this
glimmering
guy is in
fox
front of the
path.
bookshelf, so.
And I'm coming back because I saw me glowing red from combat, and I think I just...
Oh yeah, I bashed beautifully.
Nice.
I just want you
attacked
to
the
know.
wrong people. I thought these guys were the ones attacking you, but it turns out I just started
No,
combat,
sorry.
so...
I'm coming.
No, you're fine. I got him dead.
Well, I want to look at these books in case I get one from the Khajiit, which I doubt. 'Cause I
Khajiit.
think that's... No, that's
did
later
you get this
anyway.
one over here too? Because
from
this one
our other-
also... You're way ahead of me. Why are you way up there?
I'm at the Sky Shard.
Oh. There was...
Where do I get
Did you
ahead
get
of
these
you?
bookshelves back here? Because 2 of them gave
Yeah,
me destruction
that's-
staff increases.
Yeah, that's where I killed the guy.
I wanted to read one of them. Prudence in Practice by Elrami of Sunhold. Any accomplished wizard knows that... do you want to come do jumping jacks over here?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You're going to have to stand right next to the bookshelf, I think.
Where are you? Oh, over at this one. Hold on, let me kill this guy. Oh, that's not a dead. That's not a
That's player.
enemy. My bad.
I do that all the
I'm
time.
coming. Alright, you're gonna have to stand where you can see me. Can you see me?
No, the book is covering you. Hold on. I can do it, though.
I can move.
No, you just moved right out of where I was...
Well-
I had it all set up, and
You didn't say anything.
I was saying I can get...
Yeah, and I was
Now I
simultaneously
don't have
saying-
an angle. Go stand on that bench to the right of the bookshelf.
Complaining.
Go stand on the...
Jesus, I simultaneously said it. You boss.
No, you need to go further to the right. Stand, like, right here.
Okay. Well, you said stand on the
I
bench,
know,
so
but
it's
it
really
wasn't
not my
far
fault.
enough. It was not far enough.
Am I
Okay,
good?
yeah, you're good now. Any accomplished wizard... This is Prudence in Practice by Elrami of Sunhold. Any accomplished wizard knows that safety when experimenting with new spells is of the utmost importance, especially when utilizing destruction magic. Too many times I have had to treat a student with horrific burns or frostbite, or helped clean up the aftermath of a spell misfired in a location inappropriate for training, such as personal quarters. You must take care when casting new spells, and there is no excuse for reckless behavior or slack adherence to the rules.
No excuses.
These simple guidelines will protect... I like you peppering and stuff, so feel free to do
good.
that in the future as well.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was asking or not. I'm sorry.
These simple guidelines will protect you from your most dangerous enemy, carelessness.
Protection. Just kidding. I'm sorry.
Don't force it.
I know. I was
I'm
just
just
goofing
kidding.
off.
Never practice spells with elemental output indoors. No exceptions. When training with a staff, find a large open space and check the weapon for impurities and damage before every use. Also, be sure to charge it with a soul gem. That's my own personal advice. That's not in the book.
Before I get told, I don't care if you could hear me typing /jumping jacks. I don't care.
I can't. Closing your eyes while casting will not make your spells more potent. Trust me. Never.
That's hilarious. That's like people who close their eyes when they shoot a gun.
Never attempt to use an untested destruction spell as a prank on another student or any other spell, to be honest. Try to be professional. And last, remember, even the masters, especially the masters, know to take the proper precautions at all times. Magical destruction is exciting and alluring, but any wizard with lazy, sloppy habits and irresponsible behavior won't survive to explore it.
That was a good one. You picked a good one.
Prudence by Elarami of Sunhold.
You picked a good one. I liked that.
Yeah, I like that one too. That's a pretty good one. Okay, let's go get this sky shard, which you've apparently... I just bumped...
Yeah, I already got the sky shard.
Bumped my pop filter. Yes, because you like to abandon me. You have a reckless...
You abandon me constantly?
You have a reckless abandonment of me.
Oh, Lord.
And we already finished the world boss in here, so there's a bunch more books that I haven't... bookshelves that I haven't gotten, so let's go over here. And I'll get all these. Someone sounds tired.
I love it when there's a room just full of bookshelves, but then that's usually how we stop playing on my other character. Oh shit, I need to dodge, sorry.
No, you're fine. Blacksmithing increased to 2. Don't care, not going to craft on this character. At least not right now. I'm coming to save the day here. See, that's where you bash. You see that glowing?
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know why you told me that.
I
already
know
said I'm
either.
extremely good at bashing.
I don't know. you are getting really good at that kind of stuff, so.
Thanks!
Yeah.
I appreciate the compliment.
I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you. You're such a sweetheart.
Boom. Bashed it.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Boy.
And bow
Look at this
increased to
skeleton.
3.
He's not bragging about being naked like the other guy.
No, he's actually got a sword in his gut. Look at that.
Ooh.
That's pretty awesome.
Ooh. I can take the dagger. I'm going to do it.
You can take the dagger.
Yep.
Oh, this one.
I already took it.
There's a great sword right here in the fire. Do you see it?
I took the dagger out of his chest. Oh, I do. That's funny.
Awesome.
I'll take that too.
That's awesome. You know, and it's funny because it's not like I didn't know that that was what, update 3 or 4 where they made all items lootable.
I forgot about it though.
Yeah, you're going the wrong way.
I know. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that literally even a sword sticking out of a skeleton like that. The guy was holding like his wound. The skeleton was holding his wound.
It's no longer
and
a
you
wound.
could still take it. It looked like a sword. I'm sorry. That was no.
It was a dagger.
That was no dagger. That was a sword. That was a huge dagger.
It was a very long dagger.
Yeah, it was very big. Giggity. Giggity goo. Let's just kill these guys because there's also a there's also a bookshelf over here too.
That's what I was saying. I love when you get into rooms with bookshelves, but unfortunately on our main characters. Although when you talk about your main, I never know if you mean your VR14 or the one you play with me on. But
my
anyway.
VR14 is when I talk about the main.
Thanks a lot. I'm kind of offended by that.
Well, I'm sorry. Alright, let's get out of this dungeon here.
But anyway, I like it when there's a lot of books, but unfortunately that usually means the end of our gameplay because I sit there looking through all the books, and then you're like running around trying to do stuff.
It's so worth it when you find that one good gem of a book that's just hysterical or...
Yeah, I didn't realize how hilarious so many of them are.
That book I just read about the Prudence, that actually gave us a destruction staff skill up, which makes sense because it's teaching you how to practice safety when you're experimenting with your destruction staff and destruction spells.
Not to attack other students for practice.
Yeah, that's good advice.
It doesn't sound like a lot of fun, but it is good advice.
Well, I like that. I don't know. A lot of people know that when a bookshelf book gives you a skill, the book is usually about the skill that it increased.
I feel like people know that because I know that. I thought that was like fairly self-explanatory.
No, there's a lot of people that just like go from bookshelf to bookshelf just looking for skill points, and they don't actually look at the
Yeah,
books.
but even in The Sims, you want a freaking skill point in cooking, you open up a cookbook.
You know what? I don't have the gosh dang.
Hey, that was a great example.
I need to just real quick go ahead and tell a story or something because I need to look up where I don't have the add-on to show me where
I
all
don't have a
the
story. What are you looking
the
for?
dark anchors. Usually I have an add-on for it.
Oh, I don't have any
I'm
stories.
just gonna Google it real quick and it should.
He's gonna
pull up
Google it real quick.
Let me see if I can find it on Google Images.
I have nothing entertaining. Nothing.
I can sing a little ditty.
Why is the panther stripy? Is that a lore thing? Looks kind of stupid.
Why is the what?
The panther, why is it stripy?
Because it's a senche. Like the senche tiger is a senche panther.
Yeah,
They're
but,
always.
but tigers are
Well, I
stripy,
shouldn't say they're
and
always
panthers.
striped, but they're commonly striped.
Yeah, but that's because they're tigers. Well, anyway, it looks kind of dumb.
Well, I don't know how to help you.
It's got weird red eyes. It's kind of creepy. It's not dumb. It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. It's kind of crotchety looking. Well, I have nothing to say, and you put me in this spot, so
I'm
now
so
we're talking
sorry.
about the stupid
Yeah,
stripy
I'm
panther.
trying to
No, it's
find-
okay. What's the name of my costume pack that I got? I'm trying to remember the... Not Armored Knights, although I do love that, and Nice Knight got that, which I don't blame him, because I thought about getting it, because it is cool. I got the Stealthy Rogues pack. That's right.
I know that there's. Oh, you know what? I know where one's at. It's on the way to Deshawn.
Drew will get the wedding dress, and I think it's hilarious. I love the poofiness of it.
Okay, we're gonna go to this way shrine here, and we're gonna go right near the entrance to Deshawn.
Way shrine yourself.
And I have a perfect way to end this episode after we do a dark anchor too, and it's gonna be right over by this dark anchor. So this is
I have
gonna
a
actually
perfect-
be perfect.
Thing to do post-episode, which is to eat my body weight in dinner.
Oh yeah, do you know what we're gonna have from Blue Apron?
No, you wanted that cavatelli pasta. I don't know if cavatelli is the word. I think it is.
It does sound good. Even now, it sounds
It has
good.
pears and
You
cheese.
can travel to me.
That's what I was waiting on. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's roast chicken with stuff. And there is the pork dan noodles also look really good. I am
Those
pretty
do look
excited
good.
to
Maybe
try
we'll,
those. I mean, they all look good. For God's sake.
We might want to do the chicken because that's probably the thing that will go the fastest. Because
See, I feel like
we've had it for almost a week now.
that'll
so.
last the longest. But
Really, the chicken?
yeah, you know what? Let's cook the chicken. I don't give a shit which one we eat. They're all fun to cook.
I was gonna say actually not do the chicken because we just had the pan roasted chicken before.
Well, we're gonna have it again anyway within a
So.
few days. So
Let me know when you get to this way shrine.
I'm still on the load Skrizen.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, did you know that Skrizen is a word?
Yeah, it is now. If you didn't
Yeah.
know, you should have.
Yeah, now you've been schooled. Why am I struggling here? Oh, because you're right there. I thought you had gone farther. I didn't realize
we're
that
gonna
you were
head
right at the way shrine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna head south over here.
I'm getting some lag getting on my Guar mount.
That's probably
Oh.
because his butt is too fat to get your legs over.
Ah, like our cats. He looks like a cat to me. I know they don't look like cats.
There's a
but
sky shard we can pick up on
their
the way here.
personalities remind me. I kind of want to make a Khajiit one of these days, but I want to get through the game on my main character, which is not my VR14, because I don't have one of those. Because I consider my main character the one to play with you on, which I don't have any characters that play without you on, so that's not fair.
Let's see.
Of me to say.
We need to go through here and avoid the lava as best as possible, which is not really possible, but
I'm being a pain in the butt, and you're doing the right thing by not acknowledging it.
I'm getting.
That thing's attack
Yeah,
is
it was like
disgusting.
sucking blood out of me.
That's really gross.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Nick
Thanks
sound
for
there.
that thingy.
I'm gonna take out this one too, and we'll go grab that sky shard over there, and
There it is.
then we'll finish heading towards the dark anchor, and then we'll wrap things up after that.
I burnt my bed on fire.
Sky shard,
Sky fart.
sky shard. You know you want it.
I still think that the animation for Sky Shards is kind of ridiculous. I know that everyone thinks they're cool,
I think
and
it's awesome. What do you? Wait, whoa! What do you think is ridiculous about it?
I don't know. It looks kind of stupid. It's kind of goofy, kind of campy.
It's not campy. It looks awesome. It's glowy.
It's a little frivolous.
It's excessive, maybe?
Yeah,
is that
excessive.
what you're thinking? Because
Frivolous is also a synonym for
don't
that.
talk to him yet. We'll come back to him after we do the Dark Anchor.
Is it not?
It's you know what? I understand that more than it being a little ridiculous.
Yeah, campy wasn't the word.
Yeah, the campy.
A little bit showy. A little unnecessarily showy.
I can understand that. I don't agree per se because I think it's awesome. I love the sky shard effect.
We're broken up if you don't agree. I'm just kidding.
It'll never get old to me. But I definitely see that it's a bit bright. It's a bit much, and this Dark Anchor is ripe for the picking.
We're gonna
so
have
let's
to
go do
split. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to split custody of the show. It's gonna be Do and Tamriel 1 and Do and Tamriel 2.
Yep.
Or no, it'll be Drew and Tamriel and Do and Tamriel.
Is anybody doing this? Nope, it's just us. So let's get this going. Oh, nope, they're already doing it. Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking
That's
about?
fine because we're already pushing an hour here. So, plus we have to start the next quest chain here. So this is actually the last guys to kill. We missed the entire Dark Anchor, but the end.
Boo!
That's all right. Ooh, and I got a Maple Inferno staff for you. It's a blue one, too.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Actually, I'm going to use that blue one. You can have the one I'm going to replace with it.
You're going to what?
I'm going to give you the one that I'm using. I'm going to use this one because it's nice.
Honestly, I'm sure I have one on my other character. That I didn't even think about that.
Well, you know, Dark Anchors are one of my favorite things in this game. And I'm a little sad that we're ending this episode with just the tail end of this Dark Anchor. But we've actually done a full Dark Anchor on a different episode, so that's not too bad. And we have one last thing.
And Dark Anchors are the bomb, but you all know what they look like already.
Yeah, let me throw on this Inferno staff here, and I'll give you the one I just replaced it with. Where are you? There you are. And let me just trade you the staff real quick. Hey, Ramp, you finally made it. You caught the tail end of the show here. We're just going to do one more quick little thing here and then wrap
the Guar
things
tail.
up. But we're glad you made it, Ramp.
I'm ready to trade. I apologize. And Ramp, you can listen to the podcast anyway because we talked about you. We said very, very mean things. No, I'm just kidding. We talked about how you're basically smarter than Drew.
Did you get your staff
because you didn't blow. Yes, I did. Thank you. You didn't blow all your crowns. I'll equip everything
it worked
later
out
when
for me in the end, but
kind of. I mean, you still wanted your stuff refunded.
Yeah,
but.
you know.
Understandably, it is a little annoying when you guys can do better math than the Zos apparently, because I really don't know. Have they even addressed why that happened other than like today's official crown day, which isn't really a good reason?
Like I don't know if it was like supposed to be that way.
Like if you botched your rollout,
it doesn't make sense though because I wasn't missing. It wasn't like yesterday they gave all the crowns leading up to today, and then today you got all like your future subscription crowns or something. Because that would mean that I would have been short not 1,200 crowns, but it would have been closer to like 2,600 crowns or something.
The math was way off on that.
Yeah, so we're going to go up here on our way to Deshaun.
And my thing is that you keep saying, or that you mentioned, kind of unrelated, that today is the official Crown Store launch day, but it's like, all right, well, why don't you...
The Tamriel Unlimited launch. The Crown,
or the Tamriel Unlimited
I don't know if the Crown Store
launch.
was supposed to go live yesterday or not. I know Tamriel Unlimited
I keep calling it that.
Today,
I'm sorry.
Well, they're two separate things, technically. I mean...
Yeah, well, I guess my point here is why don't you stick a pony in front of a kid and say they can ride it, like, in a week? Like, obviously, you're going to want to ride the stupid pony and or Guar.
I think that's partially because they normally do maintenance on Mondays, and so they had to do the maintenance, the patch for the Crown Store and everything, and so they did it on a Monday. Although they could have left it locked because the Crown Store is lockable. So you're right.
And like I said, an announcement would have helped, or being willing to refund the crowns because.
Okay, so.
Guys, get it right.
Well, I emailed to see if I could get my crowns refunded. Because I didn't know I would have 4,700 crowns. I thought I was getting the 3,500 that I was given. And it didn't really make a difference in the end, although if I had the full 4,700, I might have bought things differently. I might have moved some crowns around, if you will, and, you know, not bought this but bought that because I had some extra crowns more than I thought I would. You know, I would have planned things out maybe a little differently. Now, in the end of it, I don't think I would have. So I think it worked out in the end, but... Anyways, so we finished Stonefalls for the most part. There's lots of side quests that we still have to do, but we're not going to do those. In fact, we didn't even do the Ebonheart quest up there with the Argonians. That would be kind of fun to do one day, but not next week. What we're going to do next week, since we hit level 15, we unlocked our new skill bar. We're going to move on to Deshawn. And part of moving on to Deshawn, when we were playing on our other characters, Scarydrew and Scarydrew, Dew had come across this letter here. And she was like, ooh, this sounds awesome. What the hell is this? I was just talking to a guy, something, and we spent about, what, 20, 30 minutes trying to figure out what the hell you were talking about.
Because we couldn't find the guy.
Yeah, and we couldn't find the guy or
I
anything.
know, I talked to a guy.
Yeah, and we're about to go talk to that guy. But here is a note.
Yeah, I recognize that bridge
in Stonefalls.
I'm sorry. I was saying I recognize that bridge because I kept going back to it like the guy was at the bridge.
Yes, he is at the bridge. This note says, come for the cure. Come one, come all to the quarantine in the town of... First of all, that sounds wrong right off the bat. Come to the quarantine? That doesn't sound right at all. Come to the quarantine in the town of Circamora, the Cirque, and... the Cirque, and receive a curative that will protect you from the Lodos Plague. Noble or commoner, rich or poor, the curative is provided at no cost to you. Don't risk yourself or your loved ones. The Maulborn are ready to help you. So whether you are afflicted with the plague or healthy and showing no signs of the disease, the Maulborn curative will make sure you are protected from this dreaded plague. The great houses...
Like such bullshit.
I know. The great houses can't stop this plague. The tribunal has no answers, but the Maulborn have a solution. On this, you have my word. Nostrum Breva. So this is saying the great houses in the tribunal, which is the Dark Elf tribunal, and the great houses of the Dark Elves, that's where you get the Grand Masters or the heads of the great houses, that they're not going to be able to protect you up here in Stonefalls. If you go down to Deshawn, you can find the Maulborn. They'll have a curative to protect you from this plague. And that's lying there in the... Well, not in the lava, next to the lava. But back here, was it back here or was it further ahead? I think it was further ahead. Let's go further ahead. That person just leveled from exploring. That's hilarious.
I'm trying to do something funny. I might die doing it.
Well, you need to come with me.
Well, I'll come with you in a minute.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go.
Yeah, you can go ahead and go. I'll follow you.
You know what? I'm just going to watch what you're doing. Is that you? No, that's not you. That's
Huh?
that's Dark Elf Jesus.
Yeah, I'm taking a screenshot of him poking me in the leg.
That guy's... Ah, that's cool. I can see that. Wait, hold on. Let me zoom all the way in here. Let me get to... That's... Yeah, that's awesome. Wait, if I get
I
over...
wanted to make him poke me in the leg. I'm like, if I mess this up,
If I get
I'm gonna
right
die
here, now it really
in a
looks like
fire.
it. So, let's go ahead
more like
and
Dark
come
Elf
down
Satan.
here. And here's
Come on,
the
Guar.
guy we're about to talk to, because you didn't know at the time, you were still new to the game, as was I, that you had actually accepted the quest, and that's why you couldn't talk to the guy again, because he gives a quest, and he's right here, exactly where you said.
I'm a bit of a moron.
Gorvin Dran, right at the bridge.
But then why didn't you see him? What was the issue there?
I don't know. I think I did see him, but I didn't know it was him. I don't know.
I kept telling you it was the guy at the bridge. I don't think we saw him. I'm confused.
Deathasam sent him.
Word and warn people about the Lodos plague.
He's the consul for the town of Circamora, the Cirque. Why does everybody say that? Circamora, the Cirque. I'm here to just call it the Cirque or call it Circamora. I'm here to spread word and warn people about the Lodos plague. What's the Lodos plague?
It is a terrible sickness that is ravaging the Deshawn countryside. Look, I need to send word to my cousin Dandry.
Take
You
this
can
letter
find
to
her
his
at the
cousin.
Cirque. Can you take this letter to my cousin?
Yes, I can deliver your letter.
Thanks for your help. Make sure you tell my cousin that I'm all right. If you head south, you won't be able to miss the Cirque.
Tell me something else about the plague. It's pretty bad.
Plagues are generally pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm getting sick. They say that the plague turns the afflicted into monsters.
Turns the afflicted into monsters.
Town consul, Tethesum, sent me to get help and warn other settlements about the plague. Well, truth be
Blah,
told,
blah, 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 blah.
first person.
I'm not surprised that we're the first people he's encountered since he left, because it's not that far from here. It's just a quick shot south into Deshawn, and it's the first town right as you enter Deshawn, so it's not like you've really gone very far to find other people. Word
Well,
of the curative is
everyone
spread
in this
faster
game
than-
is lazy. They're like, can you deliver this thing for me, like,
They showed up
30
at the
feet
Cirque
away?
and set up a quarantine. They're offering me their
Yeah, I'm not convinced that the Maulborn are telling the whole truth either. They're offering this curative, but the plague seems to be running rampant, so their curative is clearly not working.
bandits.
Bandits robbed him, roughed him up, that's why he's injured. That sucks. You're dealing with a plague, you're trying to go find help, you need to send a letter to your cousin or whatever he said, and then you get robbed by bandits. That's a rough.
I know you're not having a good day there, bud.
Hey, he's a dark
Not
elf. Who
having a
cares?
There was so much dark elf ranting last night. What's Almalexia?
Oh, Almalexia. I know.
We were,
I know. A lot of people like Almalexia. I can't.
No,
stand
she's
her.
People like her.
I don't know. I think I
She's
might be
freaking
confusing it with
irritating.
game NPCs like her.
Okay,
That's part of the lore is that she is revered.
We were doing a quest for her, or a series of quests, and she is freaking irritating, and she's a megalomaniac.
Yeah, it's the very essence of the issue with the dark elves, and I think this is why they became dark elves, is because was it Azura? I think one of the Daedra one of the quote unquote good Daedra, which they're none really good or bad. Maybe it was Meridia, I don't know. But one of them had cursed them with dark skin or something, burned them, or I don't remember exactly the story, but it was because of their hubris for trying to become living gods. Well, you find out that that's exactly what they're doing now anyways, so, Almalexia is a self-proclaimed living god. But we will find out more about that.
She never shuts up about it.
I know, but we will find out more about that because that's in the future.
Oh, well, I
haven't
didn't
done
know
those
that,
quests
but
yet.
my point is that in the quest that we did yesterday, she never shuts up about it.
No, she doesn't.
Thanks for the spoiler, by the way.
You
I didn't
being
really
spoiler.
ask. No, I didn't.
Oh,
Oh,
here's
in the
another
future
come
of
for the
this!
cure.
I thought you meant after what we did yesterday.
No.
I'm
I
sorry,
meant what
I'm
we
kind
did
of an
yesterday
idiot.
we haven't done on the show yet.
Okay, again, I'm a little slow.
That's all
As
right.
I said about somebody else earlier, I'm about one taco short of a combination plate.
So
I could really go for tacos from Gym Boys.
So now that is the very genesis of the Deshaun storyline.
I think... Oh, sorry.
This plague, which you can see, here's yet another. Here's a third come for the cure paper on the ground.
And they glow,
As
guys.
I hit the loading screen, and we enter Deshaun.
And-
So next week we will be starting Deshaun and starting the plague and the Maulborn quest line in Deshaun, which I am actually a huge fan of, as well as I know Do is, and we have not even finished that on our other characters. That entire quest line. That's why we were talking about Almalexia, because we've neared the end of it. We've gotten most of the way through it, so we actually have a little bit of a, I guess you could say, foresight for what's going to happen, which will help with the show, so we know what's going on a little bit and everything.
And then I blabbed it, but I don't think
Yeah, but
anyone's
that's
concerned.
Almalexia isn't really a spoiler. What
It's not really a secret.
what
She never
happens with her
shuts up.
is certainly a spoiler, but we won't go into that. So let's go
That
ahead.
she never shuts up.
I
That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most
Much like myself.
I was gonna say most of the characters don't shut up because that's the whole point. Is there's good voice acting and stuff. There's dialogue and stuff.
But
she never shuts up about herself.
About herself. She's really freaking irritating. It's like, okay, we get it.
Here's another come for the cure paper there,
Shut your do, Almalexia.
and here's another one. And
as Do likes to say.
here's Dandrill
lovingly.
Dawn, which drawn.
Dandro Dawn.
Dandrill drawn.
Dandry, it's two eyes.
Dandry drawn. Good lord. You know what? I'm calling her Dandruff, and she better stay the fuck away from Head and Shoulders.
Ew.
All these people are so sick.
She's quite a pretty dark
Your
elf.
cousin asked me to give you this letter.
A letter from my cousin.
He doesn't seem that safe, but he's okay.
He made it to Stonefalls safely. It's right
just
there.
sitting
She
here.
can literally see the entrance to Stonefalls from where she's sitting, and she's so happy that he
everything's
made
a
it.
stone's throw. I'm glad that he
Look,
walked
you can look
10 meters.
Look over there.
I
You
know.
can literally see the entrance to Stonefalls right there from where she's sitting.
But it's a
I'm so glad
magical
he made
gate.
it. You could have seen him make it with your own eyes. Anyways, so now we are in the town of the Cirque, or what was it called? Cirque-Manistan?
Cirque Menace.
It actually doesn't have a name for the town for me. It just says Quarantine Cirque. So I'm going to accept this quest here from Arona Berendis, which is the...
Waiting for you to arrive for days now.
Yeah, this is the sister, I believe, of the mayor, or whatever the leader of this little town is.
Didn't the tribunal
No, the
send you-
tribunal
Twitch
did
is-
not send us. Oh, Circamora,
Oh,
that's right.
screwed up.
It's called Circamora.
This is Circa Mora, the Cirque.
The Lodos Plague reached us right before the Maulborn arrived. They claim they're here to help, but nobody trusts them. We don't either.
Here she is,
In all the confusion,
running up to us.
I'm embarrassed to admit
Arona
that I lost
Berendis?
track of my brother to Theseus.
Is that who you're talking
Yes.
about? Yeah, I'm already
Yes.
talking to her.
Yesterday he went to check on the
My bad.
townsfolk afflicted by the
She lost track of her brother.
plague.
He's the town consul. That's right, not the mayor, but the town consul.
Close
And
enough.
that guy
Not
that
a bad
we talked
guess.
to in Stonefalls was telling us about him, but he apparently has disappeared, so we need to go find her brother.
Someone
Which
Bad
we
medicine.
will do next week. So,
Next week.
let's go ahead and wrap things up here as soon as you're ready with the dialogue.
Come on.
Oh, I'm done.
Okay, I need to ask her a few questions.
I didn't read it.
And I usually don't read the extra dialogue, so I'm going to go play my lute. Oops, I'm going to turn up the game volume.
I forgot about that.
And we'll wrap things up for today. So, what are your final thoughts?
Mostly that I am very excited for this quest because it's my favorite that I've done so far. I'm not very far in the game, full disclosure, but it is a really good quest. It's got a really good storyline. Not that I pay attention to the storyline at all when we do the show, so it doesn't really matter, but it's a fun quest. It's a little creepy. Other than that, my Guar mount is cute. You guys are dumb for blowing all your money in the crown store too early. Ramf is smart. I'm just kidding, you're not dumb, dude. I love you. And that's about it.
Well, my final thoughts are I had a lot of fun doing the dungeons, getting some sky shards.
Me too.
Yeah, I think that went really well. We did a couple of side quests. We finished off the Undaunted. We got to see the introduction into the Undaunted. Undaunted. And,
What was that?
That was what they say when you join the Undaunted. They do a little...
It just sounded so different when you did it.
well,
I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, I suck.
No, you're wonderful. It was even better when you did it. I said different, not worse.
Yeah. Let me do my final thoughts.
No.
So I thought that was a lot of fun. That went really well. We don't plan things ever for these episodes, and so I'm always a little bit surprised how well kind of things come together. I wanted to do a Dark Anchor, and sure enough, we find a Dark Anchor right next to the quest that leads us out of Stonefalls and into Deshawn, so that worked out kind of perfect. And I think this is a really good episode. Hopefully the echo was gone. We tested it before the show. It sounded perfect. I don't know if maybe we get a little bit loud. Maybe it'll still pick up a little bit. But I think we pretty much got that solved, so that's very exciting. Our sound is great. Everything seems to be going really good for our show. And we do still have the Kickstarter up. It's just search Dues and Tamriel on Kickstarter if you want to kick in $5, $10, $25, whatever.
That would be really awesome. Please do that. It will help. I promise.
And that's...
I know we have the stuff, but...
Yeah, that money goes to pay for what we already have, the desk and the 2 mics. Oh, and...
It's on credit.
Quick little side note. You may remember last episode, I had a little bit of a gripe about a certain desk that Amazon did not deliver in time. So, I don't know if you remember, but on Monday, I found out that the already late shipment was now no longer arriving at all, and I had to reorder it, which they did upgrade to overnight shipping for free. They gave me the 40% off that I originally got for the original late shipment, and then we got it Tuesday, and that's why we were running late to last week's show, because I wanted to make sure we set it up, got the mics going, and had better audio, which didn't entirely work because we weren't able to test the audio and work out the kinks because we were running late already. And so... exactly what I thought would happen, because the original shipment just said shipping info received, and I said, I bet you anything they're gonna find this package and they're gonna deliver it. And sure enough, on Wednesday of last week, we had the other desk delivered. So the good news is, got a free desk.
It's a pretty sweet desk too.
Well,
It's really for the price, especially.
Yeah,
It was cheap, but it's awesome.
It's a nice desk. It's it's a compact desk, which is perfect because that's how we were able to squeeze it in next to the couch. And it's a graphite desk, and it's a $65 desk. After the 40% off, I paid $40, so it was basically $20 per desk to get both of them. Which
got a monitor stand, y'all.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet deal. So
My
it kind of,
part.
in some respects, it makes up for them screwing up the shipment and
it
delaying
does.
the show. And
Oh,
things
for
like
God's
that.
sake!
But anyways, I just was reminded of that. So let's
Real quick, one more reminder. Two more things. One, I apologize for muting my mic at stupid times and/or typing sounds. I am still learning.
Yeah, we have
you
new
will deal with
fancy
it
mics
because
that we're not used to yet. We'll learn.
yeah. I mean, you guys are used to it sounding like shit anyway, so deal with it a couple more times, please. I appreciate your patience. I forgot what the other thing was. So I forgot. So.
All right. Well, if you would like to find us, you can find us on Twitter at Dues and Tamriel, or individually, I am at Scarydrew86.
And I am at _burials.
You can email us at dewsandtamriel@gmail.com. You can find us live every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/dewsandtamriel. You can also find us in-game. I am at Scarydrew.
I am at Scarydoo.
Yes.
And my Guar mount is Larry Zonka. And if anybody likes Mystery Science Theater, you better start commenting.
And you can also find us on every night, Tuesday night, I usually get it posted to YouTube. You can just go to tinyurl.com/dewsandtamriel, or you can just search Dues and Tamriel on YouTube. And you can also find us in podcast form for audio only, and that is found on iTunes, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, and Podomatic. And so you can search Dues and Tamriel on any one of those services, and you will find our latest episodes every week. Or you can just simply Google Dues and Tamriel, and you will find a whole lot of places that we are at.
Larry Zonka, the Guar mount. Sorry.
So that is it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in the chat. I hope you all had a good time. I hope the audio was a little bit better this time, and we will see you next week to try and solve the plague in Deshaun. Have a good night, everybody.
Later, Larry Zonka. Turn it off. Is it off? Are we done streaming? Larry Zonka.